Shalom, shalom. This is Hawu. So, I'm talking to my wife. Like I told y'all, we separated, but so I'm talking to her, and she tells me that my son said he doesn't believe in God. He doesn't think there's a God. So, what I said to her was, well, first, you gotta be mindful how you speak to your child. Number one. I said, secondly, he could be meaning that as in the words that's being used. I said, what you don't understand, things are starting to revert back to the way they used to be. And the children are being taught that the word God doesn't mean nothing but dog. You know? Sinus cephalus, that's what it means. You know, there's Zeus. There's Seuss and stuff and all that. So like your Dr. Seuss, the big cat and all that, you know, all that stuff goes hand in hand. There's nothing but subliminal messages being taught to your children from babies on up. And another thing, I said, listen, you in that church, you go to that church, those churches, it's the same song. I said, he's young. That means his mind is moving a million miles per hour. I said, you think he don't see the repetitive? Everything is repetition. You know, I said, it's so bad that they literally, your pastor actually do a certain sermon on certain holidays. I said, yeah, and I noticed that, you know, when I was in there, he would literally regurgitate the same thing over and over again. You know, I said, and you think his spirit is longing. And I said, the reason why you don't see nothing wrong with it because you stuck in your ways. And that's why the Most High tells you that you must be born again, like a baby. See, when you go and you listen to these churches, they talking about a whole nother something else. Born again is mean emptying that cup. That brain that you got, throw all that bullshit, excuse my French, but I'm going to use the words. All the bullshit that they taught you your whole 40-something years of life, throw that shit in the trash and start over again. Learn the true power, the creator of all things. And like I told her, when you do, you're going to realize that what you've been learning was vanity and lies. And lies. And she's talking about something, you got to believe in the unseen. I said, well, shit. Our power, I said, the real power, he's showing out. What you mean? I ain't anybody seen him. I said, no, we ain't seen him yet. I said, but guess what? You see his angels, you see his chariots, and you see the signs in the earth like he promised. You see the earthquakes. You see everything he said that he's going to do. He's doing it. You know what I mean? I said, now, the problem is, my son's spirit isn't in tune with what you want him to know. I said, and what he's doing is rebelling against the wicked. That's what he's doing. I said, you might not think it's wicked because you stuck in it. And all you got to do is sit back and open your mind. Don't say no when somebody brings something to you. And I told her, I said, do you remember when I said, when I told you that we the indigenous and we weren't brought here on ships, I said, you know what you told me? You don't want to hear that. What they got to do with now? I said, you don't want to know your language? What they got to do with anything? And I said, you know what? That's sad. Because these white people, they know everything. They know where they come from. I said, you don't understand your lineage is where your honor is. And when the world find out who we are, well, they know. But the ones that are asleep and the ones that's been brainwashed, when they find out we just not some dumb, wild Negroes, that we are the children of the one true, the creator of all, and all their gods are nothing but bullshit. Scooped in a shovel. Can't do nothing but get cold after about 30 minutes. That's all they do. They hot. You know what I mean? In the beginning, they hot. When they come out, they hot. But after a while, they cool down. And they turn white and they fossilize. because they don't have no power. They are not alive. They can't save nothing. They can't even save themselves. They can't save themselves from cooling down. You know, because they shit. That's what they are. Waste and a waste of time. So I knew it was going to happen because I was planting the seeds. I was giving him proof. I was giving him the scriptures. I was giving him the word of the Most High. I was giving him the word of our power. And what you think is more? What you think gonna work more? Huh? The false Zeus, or the word of the living power, our power? You see what I'm saying? This guy must be drunk or something, y'all. You see, he can't drive. He only doing like 30 miles per hour on the E-way, and he's swerving. But you know, I mean, I'm not upset. I'm actually happy. I'm real happy. You know what I mean? Cause I'm glad he don't want to be in that. So he told her, well, what if the atheist, what the atheist said is true? And you know what? I saw right through that. I said, you know what? He told her that to get up out of that church. He just went out of it. So he gonna tell her whatever he got to tell her to get the hell out of there. Come on, man. Like, go by so I can get around this fool. He driving like a lunatic. Well, he ain't even driving like a lunatic. He's driving like an idiot. He can't drive. And he shouldn't be on the expressway, or she, or whoever. I'll tell you in a second. It's a man, an old man. Shouldn't be on the E-way if you cannot drive. He is oh wow, he's swerving like crazy. So, you know, I saw it. When he said that, I saw it. I've sold my son so many scriptures that just destroyed that Zeus Jesus thing. Just destroyed it. You know, and he said, and then, you know, that's the worst thing, right? Let me tell you what the pastor did, and I said it. When he told me this, that the pastor told him to do this, I said, wow, the Most High working, right? So, the first time, he was telling the pastor what I said, right? What I was teaching him, right? So the pastor told him, I'm filling his head with lies, right? What kind of man is that? Tell my son that I'm teaching my son lies, but my son's supposed to follow him. You know I wanted to come whoop. You know what I wanted to do, right? But I ain't going to jail. Can't do it right now. I would when the system down. I'll break his ass up. But so he told my son to go in the Bible and search for Jesus. Look for him in the New Testament, and look for him in the Old Testament. Look for him in all the books. Oh, you fucked up right there, bro. Excuse my French, but he messed up right there, y'all. He messed up real bad. Because what happened? That was the Most High. The Most High spoke right through him, sent him right to the word of the Most High. And what's happening? That seed is starting to germinate and grow. And now he know it's bull crap. And I ain't get a chance to talk to him, but I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to him tomorrow, and I'm gonna find out where he at. And if he do run that atheist stuff, I can shut that down real quick. And oh yeah, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you how I know that atheist stuff he kicking is a lie. Cause you know how many times me and my son stood outside and I prayed to the Most High to send a chariot, and it came. And one time it went right over our head and lit up so bright. It lit up. It looked like it was the sun, right over top of our house. And my son was like, wow. I've prayed many times and asked the Most High to send a chariot, you know, to show, you know, to show that he's doing what he said he's gonna do. You know what I mean? He's awakening his people, and that he's turned his face is turned back to us again. And he's seen it, and I said, well, what, you ever seen a plane do that? You know? And he's seen these things make and you know, the thing is, they look like stars when they flying across the sky. But he's seen them make U-turns. He's seen all types of stuff, right? So, you really think my son think an atheist when his father is sitting there, standing outside with him, opening his arms up to the heavens, calling on the Most High, asking him to send a chariot, you know, so that my son can see that he's for his people, and he does it several times. I'm not saying he do it all the time. You know what I mean? But he's done it several times. And my son was like, whoa. You know, he was shocked. He was telling people in school and all, like, yo, you should see these things. One of them lit up like a light. And then, like, one time he seen one shoot off so fast, it was crazy. It came down really close. It wasn't close, but it was close enough for you to see it zip across the sky. Like I don't know, I can't explain that speed, but that was crazy speed, you know? So he awakening him, and I mean, I don't know if, you know, you guys went back to my old videos, but I used to, you know, be upset about my son up in them church, all my kids, you know, I used to be worried about it. Like, dang, man, you know, and now look, Most High bringing my young bull out, and I'm happy, because I couldn't bring him out. I couldn't bring him out. That's if the Father wanted him. It ain't about me. It's about the Most High. All I could do is ask. You know what I mean? That's all I could do. Ask. You know, plead with him. You know what I mean? Make supplication. You know what I mean? Pray. Make supplication. Fast. You know, afflict my soul. You know what I'm saying? That's all I could do. Now look. Prayer's been answered. All praises. All praises. You know what I mean? All praise. Let me tell y'all something. This is a wonderful feeling. People that don't understand, the ones that haven't been awoken, they ain't gonna understand because they don't know nothing about the Most High. It's a beautiful thing when you start keeping his laws. You know? Oh yeah, y'all, I fix my air. You know, I don't send my car to the shop. I does none of that. I fix all my stuff by myself. I'm not the type of guy. But look at this, y'all. I can go stop and see the movies now. Look. They got the drive-in. You see it? They playing movies. Drive-in right there. I'm about to, yeah. I'm probably gonna slide through one day this week. I had to put the phone down, yo. So it's a cop right there or whatever. So listen, I ain't want him to see, you know, my phone all up on the dash. But so listen, just know, the Most High answer prayers now. He's talking to his people. He's answering your prayers. And I'm gonna be honest, I was listening to Lex Will today, right? That boy, look, a lot of people might not like him, but I'm gonna tell you something. The brother got some knowledge, man. This stuff he know is not by him, it's by the Most High. The brother got some knowledge, and I'm not gonna lie. And a lot of stuff he say be right on the money. You know, it be right on the money, and it's just crazy how I don't even understand these camp guys, man. Like, you know, okay, listen, I understand, you know, y'all strictly the Bible and everything, but at the end of the day, you can't sit, and this is the thing about it. They know that, well, they say, oh, that the indigenous, us, we're Issachar, we're one tribe, right? All these people is one tribe, right? And, you know, it's, so they acknowledge it, but they don't want to be truthful about it. They want to, so they still want to follow after their slave masters and stuff. And it's sad that you fighting and warring against your own brothers and sisters. Well, even if you Esau, even if you're Edomite, that's still your brother and sister or cousins. You know what I mean? But you fighting and warring against them. You know, and you don't know, like, none of us know the ins and out of the Most High. So, like even like Judah say, I mean, you know, it is what it is. How can you say that he is just in 80 books? Do you know how many things have happened in this plane? How many wars and all these different things? And you telling me that 80 books can cover all these things the Most High did? The Adam and Eve story is cut and dry, just like that. Boop. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, the thing is, y'all, I mean, they gotta, like, open their eyes, man, and broaden their horizons. There's no way that you are bottling the Most High the way you are. It's just, you gotta stay in the book. Well, first of all, there was no book. You know, they were brass tablets and engravings and things like that, and, you know, most of it basically was like a heritage. You learned it, you were taught. You know, everybody, every tribe had their heritage or what they had to be taught as children and stuff. You know, as a family group or whatever. So the books came from the wicked. Now, yes, Jeremiah and Isaiah, all of them wrote down, but you don't know if they wrote on paper. You don't know what they wrote it on. It do say that, but that's what it was translated. You don't know what they did or how they did it. Let's be honest. You know? It might have been on leaves for all we know. You know, because actually it's forbidden to cut down live trees. We ain't supposed to be cutting down no trees. We ain't supposed to do that. You got to be one with nature. One with nature ain't running around killing everything that moves. And, oh, that looks scary. Let me kill it. Oh, I'm going to bring down this population of this animal. Let me kill them. That's how they think. We are not to do that. And that goes for plants, trees, everything. Damming up waters, everything. We are not to do that. You're supposed to flow with nature. Flow with it. Not flow against it. You are to ride that wave. And that's the only way that everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to, is if you do that. This is why he said the beasts of the forest are going to change their places. Meaning they're going to come into these cities. See what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. If you think lions and tigers and bears that's just it coming into these cities, you got another thing coming. You got another, because the stuff that's going to come out of this woods, they ain't going to like it. And they not coming with a smile on their face. They coming for murder. For destruction. Start listening to these little stories, these Europeans, well, I ain't even gonna call them Europeans. These Caucasian people and these other nations are telling you about these beasts and these creatures that they're seeing in the woods, in the forest. That's chasing them out of the woods. You in your car doing 70 miles per hour and this thing running right next to you, smiling at you like, really? That's the fastest you can go? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. You really think lions and tigers and bears is going to be the only thing come out of them woods? Keep believing that. The stuff that's going to come out of this woods, you ain't going to be able to comprehend it. And it's going to be a time when all of us is going to have to get up and go. And when that time comes, you're going to know it. You're going to know it. Because when the leaders step up, when David is presented, like the Most High said, when he brings David out, whoever he is, because he said he will raise David from amongst us. When David come up, when he say, let's go, we gonna go. And the ones that sit there talk about, oh no, I want to help them, they goodbye, die with them. You know what I mean? Because my thing is this: you either gonna listen to your power, or you gonna listen to them. But they'll turn around and shoot you in 5 seconds if you do something they don't like. You know, you say the wrong thing, kill them. You know what I mean? But go ahead. Go ahead. You know? Shoot. Not me. I'm good. Most High say, let's go. I'm out of. Bye. See y'all. I'm running. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Shalom.